Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, this is MGG Live Part Two because the internet folks were not happy with us last night, and it's a great time to actually announce that our MG. I'm fidgeting with my hair, y'all. We just gonna make it work, but MGG Live will be moving to Saturday mornings. I wish I had like a yay announcement. We'll talk a little bit more about why that move shifted, what we have planned for June, and what the format of this show is going to look like. So, currently using StreamYard's platform that we really, really love. I use in multiple other ventures that I do. So I'm looking to the side. I have my notes. But if you are watching live, good morning. If you are watching the replay, good afternoon, good evening, hello, buenos dias. From wherever you are, thank you for joining us. I am sipping on some tea live this morning. So I'm going to wait a few minutes. I've got my butter playlist playing in the background before I actually get started. One of the great things about this platform is that your comments will show up live, whether you're watching this live in the Garden Club. Good morning to our Garden Club folks. Or if you're watching live on YouTube. So got some interesting things to report today. Won't be our standard show, but it is the last show of May. And I'm super excited to hear about how your May went. I mean, I know if you have been living under a rock or somewhere not here, we have been under quarantine because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And at least where we are located in the DMV area, all the stay-at-home orders have been lifted. So folks, it's a warm day. People are out moving. I went hiking this morning. So I've got all my hiking gear. But yeah, it's just a really interesting time. I'm looking at my lips like, don't start today. So as I sip and chat with you all, one of the things that I want to, I guess, get started as we get started with the show, I'm going to turn down this music just in case I get any type of copyright claims or dings in the YouTube channel. But I'm going to go ahead and take down this comment and get started with the show. So good morning once again, or wherever you are. Hello. Thank you for clicking this link. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to our Garden Club members who are watching this and they have access to this. Moving forward, we'll have access to this live style of communication and chat that we have. So I'm going to keep it very authentic, but I'm going to let you know how we're moving into June. So I'm super, super excited. May was a really good month. This is probably the last that I'll have of the birthday. So, really stepping into that new year energy for me and bringing that to the table with Jamia. We've been able to plan out and honestly cultivate some really great things coming up in the works. So I'm gonna take a sip and then I'm gonna get started. And yes, I'm using this winter mug again. I'm drinking a nice little fruit sangria tea just to, I don't know, keep things pretty light this morning. I've already had caffeine, so I try to not do too much of it too earlier in the day. So, hello. I am super excited to welcome you to MGG Live. It is currently the last Saturday in May, and we've moved to a new format. So if you are watching this any other time before this particular episode, we recorded live on Fridays in our Garden Club community, which if you are not familiar with who our Garden Club folks are, I'm going to go ahead and pull up that link so that you have access to join that. So while that's loading, I'm just going to go ahead and introduce myself. I am Keisha. I am the co-founder and chief community officer, CCO of Madam Greengrow, one of two amazing individuals who are running this organization. And if you have no idea who Madam Greengrow is or what we do, how we roll, who we represent, let me go ahead and sit down and tell you. Pull in close. So Madam Greengrow is a space for women of color in cannabis. So whether you are, we like to call canna curious, or already in the industry, whether you are established, working, ancillary, hemp-based, wherever you fold in that cannabis space, we're here for you. So each month we try to bring you spotlights of women of color who are at the front or even behind the scenes doing the work to kind of help push this industry forward. So we are proud to promote, educate, and celebrate women of color in cannabis through our platforms. If you aren't familiar with how to follow along with us, I'm going to go ahead and drop our website here so that you can follow along and get up to date on what we have going on. So currently, boom, currently we are, like I mentioned earlier, we're moving to a different schedule. One of the things that we noticed is that Friday nights, everybody is live, especially in this new normal. So from your DJs to your influencers, everybody's got something to say on Friday nights around 8 o'clock, right? And it sucked because we felt like we were splitting our space. One, we love the live DJs, right? So being able to support and other individuals who may have talks and other things on Fridays. We also felt like Saturday morning was a really great fit, right? We come to you as your cannabis big sisters or your canna aunties or your cannabis homegirls who understand, know the plant, and want to make sure that you also understand the plant as well. So we felt like Saturday mornings were great. So pull up on us with your beverage of choice, your consumption device of choice, and we'll be here. So just to talk a little bit more about that structure. So typically we've gone live in the Garden Club, which is our private community, and live on our YouTube channel. That ends now. I think that we are able to have more organic and authentic conversations in our Garden Club community, who then can have authentic and engaging conversations among themselves. And it was also kind of hard making sure that we appeal to both audiences. So for now, our live MGG Live TVs will happen in the Garden Club at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. After that time, we'll pull it back, do a quick little edit. You won't get all of the clicks and the hey y'all or what's going on if the light goes out. You won't be getting all those. You're going to get a clean, polished episode, something that we want to present to our public audience. But for our family in the Garden Club, you're going to get all of this. You're going to get our backgrounds. You're going to get the behind the scenes content that you like. And while we're still working out the kinks with StreamYard, we'll make sure that we keep you up to date with what's going on in the industry, in our organization, and support you as well. So that is the scoop and the deets on There's My Oven, which won't be in the edited package moving forward. For those who are just tuning in or just joining or saying hello, be sure to let us know where you're checking in from. If you're in the Garden Club, good morning, good morning. If you're watching this at another time, we just announced that we are moving our shows live in the Garden Club at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, at least for the month of June. We'll see how things work because we wanted to make sure that we gave space for Fridays. Plus, Fridays are a cool down, no matter what type of environment that we're in. Fridays, I feel like, are definitely times to maybe have a sesh, maybe have some type of engaging activity. Didn't necessarily feel like MGG TV felt right on a Friday. So we're going to try Saturday mornings and see how that goes. Next on my list is our Garden Club activities that we have going on. What's going on in the month of June? So June is typically that wrap up of the quarter. It's where we like to evaluate our goals. It's where we, kind of make sure that the seeds that we sowed earlier in the year, earlier in the quarter, are moving along as we prepare for the perpetual harvest, right? So, of course, in our Garden Club, we have our After Dark series, which are this month in June is all about growing. It's all about growing your mind, body, and soul, growing internally and externally. So in our After Dark conversations, we'll be having a bit of conversations around mindset. We'll be having some conversations around breaking some of those myths that come with growth, right? Whether it be physical, mental, or spiritual. We also have our book choice for June. Apologies that you did not get a poll to pick the book for this month. We just thought that this was really good and on time with the theme. So this month, which is also, all this will be edited out on the YouTube videos moving forward. So if you like this giggly, stumbly, rustling type of interaction, be sure to join the Garden Club. which, by the way, I said I'll pull that link up. But as I do that, let me show you. This is the book of the month that we'll be reading. So this is actually by a woman of color, Madrone Stewart. The title of this is Feminist Farmer. So we'll use that as a YouTuber say for the thumbnail. Oh my gosh, I'm such a to our culture. But it is a very short novel. We are hoping to bring in the author to have some conversation about the origin of this book, her relationship with growing cannabis, and also, we were very proud to support it, and it was very on time with what our theme is this month. So, Feminist Farmer by Madrone Stewart. Growing Mindful Medicine in Your Backyard. That is our book for June 2020. This will be announced actually this afternoon. So look for the link and the more information about the book talk that is actually happening. The date for that, if you're writing down your dates, old school in your planner, because that's what you're doing this morning. You're sipping tea. You're sitting around. You're comfy in your comfy clothes. You just got up. You heard my oven just went off, so I'm sure I'm getting ready and prepared for breakfast. But we're super excited that in the Garden Club we can be able to present these experiences. So book talk, Feminist Weed Farmer. We've also got our Secret Sauce series that is coming up. It's the 2.0 version of what we did last year. More details to come about that, but save those dates. That's what I was talking about. Save those dates, June 20th through the 27th. And June 19th, we'll actually be doing something for Juneteenth a little bit different. But save those dates, Secret Sauce series 2.0, super excited. It's 7 days of mindset mastery. We've been talking about mindset. We're just getting through Mental Health Awareness May. Mindset is really important. So we want to be able to bring you those resources to be able to grow your mind and to help you expand your mindset, to unlearn some of those truths that you believe are true, but you don't really know that you could just shift them a little bit and your life will get a little bit easier. So I am on the Facebook looking at myself in the Garden Club here. I'm going to go ahead. Oh my gosh, I'm so handy, y'all. So handsy. This is the Garden Club link where we'll be having a good amount of our events this upcoming June. So we talked about the book talk. So just to kind of catch you up, if you're tuning in, it's 14 minutes in, y'all. Clocking through. I'm drinking tea. Super excited about this Saturday morning. We are moving MGG Live announcement starting in June. This is May though, but starting in June, we'll be moving MGG Live to Saturday mornings because we felt like giving that space and opportunity to individuals who we feel are giving great advice. And also, Fridays are cluttered, y'all. We want to be able to come to you and talk to you and be able to have an open dialogue and not worry about things cutting off, right? Right. So our last announcement, or a second to last announcement, let me see if I can share list screen with you because we got graphics. We've got graphics. How's everybody's Saturday morning going? I see some folks are viewing live. You may still be wiping that sleep out your eyes, but good morning. I'm so happy to see you here. Super happy with my hands, y'all. So go ahead and download the first thing. This is the only thing about StreamYard that we've talked about. The transition from sharing your screen or sharing an object is really, really hard. We used a software before that was just seamless. And now sometimes I'm like, so clunky. All right, so here is the first thing that I'm super excited to talk about. Let me pull that up. Boop. So we've got our Grow Sessions with Madam Green Girl. Let's make this a bit bigger so you can see it. All right, take this down. There we go. Grow Sessions with Madam Green Girl. So we already talked about the fact that we want to talk more about cultivating. June is all about cultivation. June is all about growing mind, body, and soul. And if you want to learn a little bit more about indoor cultivation, we've got that list set up for you. So every Monday in June at 7 p.m. We're getting the ball rolling this Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be talking about growing. We'll give you that nitty gritty. This is the schedule. The nitty gritty about growing. That's that first Monday. We'll give you an overview about what you can expect from this particular series of sessions. And sessions is sessions or conversations, ways to communicate. June 8th, we've got Your Light Matters, talking about light, dispelling some of those myths about lights. Indoors, of course. June 15th, we'll talk about your top garden essentials, some of those things to help make your garden run, make your garden grow. June 22nd, we've got Stinky is Okay. Sometimes your garden may stink, whether you're growing herbs or, or as my mother calls it, ornamental flowers. Everything may have a smell. So it's okay. That's a sign of good growth. And then lastly, we'll wrap up the series with starting your indoor garden this summer. It's June 29th. The first day of summer is June 20th. We'll be smack dab in the middle of our growth session. So why not pick up a new hobby? Just recently went to the horticultural store near us just to pick up some potting soil for some of our herbs that we're growing outside. And all I could think of was, the first thing he said to me was, everybody is a gardener now. Everybody is, they have a new hobby of gardening. And I'm just like, you're right. Because folks don't have much to do at home. So you don't have much to do at home. Come join along with us. Grow Sessions with Madam Green Grow. This is all free. There is no price attached to it. We just want to bring our community together to learn about indoor cultivation. So this is one that we are super excited about bringing to you in June. The second one is, also, if you have any questions, let me see if I can find this particular page that has the information for the Grow Sesh. But if you follow us on Instagram, also on our website, we definitely have that information loaded. So coming up fast, because I just want to let you know that June's a big month for us. So we're not playing. Coming up secondly, Lord, good morning, y'all. I am out here giving you random conversation. So we are back with our quarterly planning series because we want you to be your best selves, right? June is all about growing your skill sets, all about learning how to grow indoors, all about learning how to reach your goals. So stretching you a little bit. June 7th, we'll be having our quarterly plan for Q3. We're getting ready to ride into Q3 successfully. So if you haven't gone or attended a plan with MGG before, you can see the previous plan with MGGs on YouTube. That's where they live. This will be live on YouTube for our community to be able to see how we plan, see what we've got planned, do some live planning for July, and also just to kind of talk about some of the ways in which you plan. Sometimes, and this is the notes for today's session, sometimes you do a bit of a chart like this, or I plan a lot of different ways. You can use some type of prompt or matrix table set, all different types of ways of planning. But particularly this quarter, we're going to talk about strategic planning for Q3, and we'll be using an application all about journaling. So we'll be talking about how journaling and intentions help you reach your goals, along with showing you how and what we plan to accomplish in Q3. Y'all ready? Come on with us, because we can't wait to spend that time with you. So checking back at my notes, I see that I am supposed to be dropping a link to the Grow Sessions here. And I've got that link, which will appear in the comments, which that's one thing I'm really thankful about with StreamYard, is that it's so intuitive. It's just, it's new. It is definitely new. So that is the link to the growth sessions there. It's a huge link, so I'm not going to put it up on the actual page, but in the comments on both the Garden Club and on YouTube, you should be able to see those two links. So we talked about the plan with MGG. We talked about the growth sessions. We talked about the book talk. Super excited about that. We talked about what we have coming up for After Dark. And we also talked about the big change, how we're changing MGG TV up. So Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturday, 10 a.m. EST or MGG. Oh my goodness. You can't get that quality content outside the Garden Club. I'm just going to say, if you want this live and indirect, this is where we'll be. Boom. So, coming up on 22 minutes as I take a look, we talked about what June's theme is. June's theme is all about growing mind, body, and soul. Our ask for this week is to please either visit our website here, linked, or join the Garden Club. Come on over, join the community, talk about your cannabis experience, talk about what you like about cannabis, and see what we have and what we're growing in the mission and the movement that we're building. So I invite you to join or tell a friend if that's not quite your thing. And we'll see you next week. When will we see you? Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Garden Club. We hope you all stay safe. We are thinking for you. We love you. We are super glad that you support our mission. So on that note, have a great Saturday and be well.